Welcome to the Maintenance Diaries podcast. Here are your hosts, Michael and Fred.
Let's go! Maintenance.
Welcome back to the Maintenance Diaries final episode for season 1. We are at episode 10.
Episode 10, baby.
Oh man, we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
It's a journey, wasn't it?
Yeah, a good journey too, man. I'm happy and I'm proud
Me too.
of where we started, where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And shout outs to the homie from Maple Street. His Instagram is Groove Man.
Groove Man, yep.
Yeah, Groove Man, I think.
Yeah.
But he's the one that say, hey, just start recording. Don't worry about waiting for everything to be perfect. Just go ahead and start. And we hit that record button, and 10 episodes later, man.
Still learning.
Yeah,
Still making it happen and growing.
Yeah, man. And honestly, the sky's the limit, man. This is just the beginning. You know, the first season is basically our handshake to the world, to the podcast world,
right,
to the industry. Let them know who we are, why we are here.
That's the most important part.
And what's our goals and purpose.
What our goals are and what we want to do
with
this pod and what we want to accomplish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got big dreams.
We got big dreams. We have big goals. Believe in yourself.
That's right.
Believe in your God-given abilities and talents, because everything that you need,
everything
to be successful is already in you, man.
It's in you.
You don't have to go to school or go off somewhere into the woods to find it. It's in you. You just gotta believe in yourself enough to activate the greatness that's in you, man.
That's right. That's right.
So I am your host, Michael.
And I'm Fred. And Mike, you know, this has been an incredible journey.
Yes, sir.
You know, 10 episodes of real talk, big ideas.
Yeah.
And, you know, tough truths about the industry. We're all that we keep running, basically.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, you know, with this episode, we're just going to kind of get into like what we talked about previous episodes and just kind of, you know, get into like what we learned, what we liked, what we, you know.
Like a recap.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
So first part we're going to get into is like the biggest lessons. Yeah.
The biggest lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you want me to go ahead and answer that?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. So one of the biggest lessons that I have learned, actually learned one of the biggest lessons today.
And what was that?
We both have.
Well, okay. So the biggest lesson we learned today, that dovetails off of the last episode of episode 9.
That is true. Accountability, bro.
So
in episode 1.
Yeah, in episode 1.
Communication,
bro.
Yeah.
So let's go from episode 9 down to episode 1 of, you know, recap. So like you said, we learned about accountability today.
Yeah. So, oh man, where do I start?
Facts. Where my
boy? So first of all, this is how we operate, right?
Right.
You go into work, and on Monday mornings, we pull the list, right, to check the forecast for the week from Monday to Monday.
Correct.
To see how many move-ins we have for the week, how many move-outs we have for the week, or how many transfers we have for the week, right?
Right.
We pull it, put it on the board because what we see, everybody else can see as well in the leasing office, right?
Correct.
So there was some miscommunication about a particular unit that was not on the board. It was not on the move out board.
Yes. Because we didn't know when they moved out.
Yeah.
That was the point. Like the week before that, we pulled the forecast. It was not on there.
Mm-hmm.
The week after that, we pulled the forecast. It wasn't on there.
Yeah.
So
And all the other units that we pulled from Monday to Monday, we came up with a plan, knock those units out,
Mhm.
call vendors to, schedule painting, schedule cleaning. The vendors missed like 2 of the units that we scheduled,
Yep.
which is okay because mistakes happen
Correct.
with all of us, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that happened today is one of the units that we never seen on the sheet or,
Mhm.
or
And
even on the
we-
board.
Well, and on top of that, we put it up on the board as far as like a move in, but the cleaner was supposed to clean it,
Uh-huh.
today, basically.
Yeah.
And then we check it and make sure everything is good with it, thinking that it was already a vacant unit, and
Right.
come to find out the unit was never turned.
Yeah. And we had no idea. First of all, the leasing office would, whenever somebody move out, they would send us a text and say, the keys are,
Turned in.
apartment, let's say apartment A
Mhm.
have turned their keys in.
Correct.
You guys can enter the unit and begin the process of the make ready, right?
Right.
So we had no information about this unit until yesterday after 5 o'clock, right?
Right.
After 5 o'clock, we got a text about the unit saying, hey guys, a resident is moving in, let's say 2 days from now. And they're supposed to move into this unit. Is it ready? And both me and you were like, what? Because you were already at home. I was at home.
Yeah.
So I was looking at my phone and I was like, what unit is he talking about? Right?
Right.
Look at the unit. I'm like, wait, I don't think we had that unit at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Long story short, nobody had no clue of nothing.
Right.
The resident is moving in 2 days. The unit has not even been turned. We didn't know that the unit was vacant because nobody said, hey, the previous resident turned their keys in. You
Mhm.
guys can go ahead and do what you do, right?
Right.
And one of them called the vendor, but you call him after working hours, left a message,
Yeah.
and asked if we can follow up with them the next day, which was today, right?
Right.
So we're like, okay, cool. The plan that we came up with is, hey, let's get up at 5 a.m,
Mm-hmm.
go to the job at 6, and just go ahead and turn the unit ourselves, right? Go paint it, clean it,
Mm-hmm.
do everything, because, the leasing agent called, left a message, but we know it's a 50% chance
Yep.
that the vendor may or may not come.
Correct.
So we went ahead and took the initiative to go ahead and just do it ourselves,
Right.
because this unit is now, it's already been leased and the moving date is 2 days from now, right?
Mhm.
So we have to get this thing ready.
Yeah.
So we went in there from
Guns
6,
blazing.
man, guns blazing from 6 in the morning all the way to 12. During that part, we left, went to Sherman Williams,
Mhm.
got paint because we needed more paint.
Yeah.
Got back to work, went back to the unit. I mean, painted, cleaned,
Cleaned it. Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I had to turn a unit in 5 hours.
Right.
In 5 hours.
5 hours.
I don't
We
know
got
if it's
it
the
done,
same for
though.
you. Yeah, we got it done. We got it done, bro. 5 hours. Then after everything was done, the vendor came up to paint.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, oh, no,
We already
no
did
need. We already did it.
it. Facts.
So he went back down to the office to let them know, like, hey, they painted already.
Mm-hmm.
And then the property manager texts us and say, oh, the apartment has been scheduled for paint. And, this person scheduled the apartment or whatever for painting. And I responded and say, well, it's done. And they said we got to send the the vendor up there. Just do the job that we did.
Yeah.
And they also send the cleaner up there too to do the job that we did, bro.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, the unit can't be painted twice, basically, and cleaned
Yeah.
twice because we already
already
did
did.
it. We were here at 6 this morning,
Yeah, knocking it out. I
you know,
mean,
just to go ahead and knock it out.
prepping the walls,
Yeah.
cleaning, sanding, cleaning, painting, cleaning.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just crazy. Like they would rather spend more money to have a painter paint over what we painted, and the unit was immaculate when we got done because we painted everything:
Mm-hmm.
walls, baseboards, ceiling. We painted everything.
Everything,
so,
bro.
Only thing we didn't do was replace the carpet, but the carpet guys are gonna, be there the next day anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I just I don't get, like, we could have saved that money because we did it in house, and you could have canceled. It's not like they're not gonna make money on other units from us
Right.
because they are our primary vendor and that's
Right.
who we call.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned my lesson.
Man, we both learned our lesson. But the appalling thing, bro,
Yeah.
for me is we let the property manager know, let them know, like, hey, we've been here at 6 this morning. We got up out of our beds at 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? We already came up with a contingency plan.
Yeah.
Because what if the vendor didn't show up?
Correct.
Also, if they know that the vendor would show up, then why not communicate that with us?
Well, the thing is, they did. To me, I don't think they really had an idea if they were going to show up or not. So he left the message the day before.
Got it.
They had to follow back
Got
up
it.
with them when they opened in the morning.
Yeah.
They wasn't sure if the vendor was going to come, but if they got there, they should have let us know, hey, the vendor's going to come. So, you guys are good. But by that time, bro, we were already knee deep in the unit.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just, and you're right. It's to the point where, like, you did all of that. You
Mhm.
did everything, and yet you didn't even get a donut.
Or a cookie. Or a thank you. And I called it because this also ties into the recap of previous episode that we
Yeah.
talk about how maintenance have been treated, right? We also talk about the strike
Yeah.
with the waste management in Philadelphia, right?
Mm-hmm. Philadelphia.
Yeah. So we talk about that too, bro. And I think I said, the people don't value those people because they pick up the trash,
Mm-hmm.
and they liken those people onto the trash that they pick up. And the same way it is in the maintenance industry. Techs are looked as the bottom of the totem pole, the bottom
Absolutely.
feeders, the nobodies.
Yeah.
And we are the most important piece
Mm-hmm.
to the puzzle, right? We are the engine that makes that community runs,
Yeah.
or the entire apartment industry, right?
Mhm.
Maintenance technicians are the ones who really keep it afloat, right?
Yeah.
So today prove my point that we are not valued, even though with the value we bring,
Yeah.
So you went ahead, you still let the vendors go ahead and do what they had to do. And the vendors, they didn't have to do anything, bro. So they just went in there, probably hung out and pretend that they did some work
Yeah.
and still got paid
Yeah.
for something that we did, bro.
But you know what, Mike? That's one thing I always told myself when I did this before, because I used to do
Mhm.
everything in house, working for another company.
Same.
I told myself that I would never go above and beyond
Mhm.
to turn the unit no more.
Yeah.
I will not do it in house. But we decided to go ahead and say, you know what? The ball dropped somewhere.
Mhm.
So we're going to find a plan to get this unit done because somebody's moving in, and actually it was a day. They're moving in the next day.
The next day.
So
yeah.
we were like, okay, let's just go ahead and just knock it out. I'm like, all right, one unit out of 340 something units or whatever, how
Mhm.
many we got.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's not going to hurt, just one unit. Fine. But today showed me why I said I would never do it again. Because from now on, bro, if that happens, I'm just going to let it be.
Oh, same here too.
It's not going to be me waking up in the morning and getting out of my bed and going above and beyond. I'm just going to, they move in how they move in. It is what it is. We couldn't get them out there. Fine.
I still had an hour and a half left to get some sleep in.
Yeah.
But I decided to sacrifice that for a job that didn't give a damn about me.
That part.
Because, and the reason why I'm saying it that way is even though you let the vendors still go behind us and do our thing, do their thing, even though they had to do nothing at all, you could have still acknowledged the effort that we put in to make sure that everything is done in a timely manner, and and everybody's on the same page. Because when we look good, everybody look good.
Yeah.
When we look bad, everybody look bad.
Right.
And if, let's say, the resident had moved in and nothing happened, the resident wouldn't say the maintenance did this. She or he is going to blame the entire
Y'all
team.
dropped the ball.
Everybody's going to be in trouble, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
in trouble.
So the fact that we thought about all of that stuff and did a preventative maintenance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We went and did the work of the cleaners and the painters.
Yeah.
And still, we didn't even get, you know what, guys, we are so sorry for the miscommunication, but thank you so much for actually putting in the effort to make sure that the apartment is still on schedule and everything is good. You know, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that you guys had to get up out of your beds at 5 to go into work to do all of this stuff in one unit for 5 straight hours. We didn't get acknowledged for none of that stuff. And it was just, well, we scheduled the vendors for them to do it so y'all can, do something else. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Honestly, bro, in moments like those,
good. It's all good.
I have grown, bro, because the old me would have walked in the office and just said, I quit, and just walk out and go. And that is the second time. That's the second time that happened.
Yeah.
The second time. And I promise you, it's not going to happen again.
You know what, man? Like, that's one thing, like, when it comes to this, to working in the maintenance field and property management, like, my goal is to always make sure a resident has a great experience when moving in. So that's why I was like, you know what? There's no way we can get a vendor in here, because we've tried before getting same day cleans and it don't happen. So we're like, all right, cool. We'll get in there and knock it out. So that way that resident moving in can have that same experience.
Right, exactly.
To feel good about where they're at. And to me, bro, we cleaned the hell out of that unit.
Man, we did.
Bro, we cleaned that bad boy like it was a cleaner, bro.
We really did. Yeah.
I'm glad about it, because, like, technically they let me know I still got it. I can still get in there and do my thing.
And at the same time, we've all learned the lesson.
Yeah, we all learned the lesson, everybody.
And there are people, bro, not only in the apartment industry, but in other industries that give 150% and get nothing in return for it, bro. You know what I mean?
Welcome to maintenance.
And also, one of the positive of us doing what we do, what we did today, it shows that we actually care about our job and we care about what we do.
Absolutely.
And we also care about the quality of work that we put out, bro.
That part.
Because the quality that you put into your work, it speaks of the characteristics of who you are as a person, right?
Right.
And we have displayed that today, bro. And the fact that we were not even being acknowledged, I don't want you to go say, hey, let's buy you lunch. I can buy my own lunch.
Right.
But at least say thank you for at least trying, because we didn't do it for ourselves. We were thinking about the entire team as a whole. And in the last episode, we talk about how the teams are likened to a relay race, and everybody's passing the baton to make sure we all win.
Right.
Bro, I thought that we exemplify teamwork, but it was not, it just went unrecognized,
Yeah.
And one thing that I've learned today about that situation is, for me, and this is for all maintenance technicians and even people who are not maintenance technicians. It's a famous quote from Jim Rohn. He always say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
That's it.
Because the same effort that I put into, well, no, not the same. The effort that I put into the job, I don't put that effort into myself.
Mm-hmm.
I dedicate my time, my energy, my effort to that job.
Yeah.
You know, show up every day. Remember last year during the wintertime,
Mm-hmm.
I was out there at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
pouring
Some salt.
pouring salt down just to make sure the residents, don't slip and fall because
I told my
I'm
boy he
thinking
was
in the
better
back of
than
my
me.
yeah, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, hey, you know what? This might be a potential lawsuit. Let me go out here and let me pour the salt down because it's gonna snow,
They don't.
and I don't I don't want residents to walk outside and slip and fall in the pathways. You know what I'm saying? So I was out there. My wife was sitting in the car just
Yeah.
waiting on me while I was out there
1
for
in the morning.
2 hours
Mm-hmm.
pouring salt on the entire property.
Yeah.
Trying to protect the company by avoiding lawsuits and avoiding injuries.
That ain't the way to go.
Bro.
See, another valuable lesson you learned.
Yeah.
See?
And I wasn't asked to do it.
Right.
It's just because I looked at the forecast and I already know what's gonna happen because the day prior we had a lot of cars that got stuck. People couldn't go to work
Mhm.
or whatnot. So I took the initiative, like, you know what, let me go ahead and prevent this from happening again. And I didn't want to medal or anything for it,
Right.
right? But bro, it's something again went unrecognized.
That's it.
So during last year winter and what happened today, it definitely lets me know where my priorities need to be.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why this podcast is necessary. That's the reason why myself and you, we are advocating for maintenance technicians just like ourselves, because it's happened to us. We're not just coming on here and reading off something that we pull online. No, we're actually speaking from experience that we would talk about an episode and then go to work the next day and watch it play out in real time.
Yeah.
So we are actually going through the things that we're talking about. And a lot of maintenance technicians are going through the same thing that we're going through, bro, but they are afraid to speak up.
Absolutely.
I am not afraid to speak up.
Me either.
And a lot of them are afraid not only to speak up, but they are afraid of losing their job and they want that security. You don't have to go online and bash this company and call them out by name and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. Speaking up is going to whoever is in charge and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And this podcast is definitely the mic for every maintenance technician or leasing agent, whoever is going through the same thing to, hey, you have a voice here.
Yeah. And this is what we came to do, like just to have those tough conversations and talk about like what's been going on in the industry. Just like all of our things that we talked about on previous episodes where, we talked about the invisible labor of cleaners. We talked about corporate versus frontline disconnect.
Yeah.
Push for fair wages in housing. We're always going to push for that no matter what.
For sure, bro.
So,
for sure.
And then the human side of maintenance, bro. We're not robots. We
Yeah.
are human beings that have lives, and we don't want to be looked at as just a machine because we can go, and go. And we don't want to be looked at that way. But, that's just the way they do us. So, like what's the moment that hit you the hardest this season though? Like as far as like between each episode, like what was like one episode you really enjoyed?
One of the episodes I enjoy, you know what? If I try to call it by the number, I'll be lying to you.
That part.
But the one that I truly enjoy is the episode that we did advocating for the cleaners, and the one where we touched on mental health and the burnout.
Right.
That a lot of us, such as ourselves, like today, clearly burned out.
That part.
But those were some of the things that resonate with me.
Definitely the burnout. Like even
Mhm.
as we were talking about today about what went on today,
Yeah.
that's another thing of that can happen of burnout.
Mhm.
Like when you go so hard at trying to make sure everything is done and perfect and it goes unrecognized and you're doing it day in and day out, you get
Yeah.
tired of it.
Yeah.
That's a clear definition of what burnout is.
Yes, sir.
But in the weeks ahead, in the the next season ahead, I want to get more engagement from our listeners. I would say that
That's big.
I definitely want to
big.
get more
Yeah,
engagement
that's
because
big.
I want to hear from people and see if we are, hitting the nail on the head. In my opinion.
One of the engagements that we've gotten is when we talk about the episode of why good techs leave
Mhm.
and what to do to make them stay.
Right.
We had an engagement from someone on our YouTube channel
Yeah.
that talk about the things that she is currently going through,
Mhm.
and she's not even in the apartment industry.
Yeah.
But she's experiencing the same burnout, overwork, underpay,
Yep.
being overlooked, being unrecognized, and a lot of the companies they promise you, hey, once you work hard, you will you will succeed and you will be promoted and you will
Mhm.
listen. Hard work just give you more work.
Facts. Always.
Hard work just gives you more
when
work.
you become dependable, they know who they can depend on.
Yeah.
And they know like they can toss you the ball
Mhm.
and have you just keep bouncing and
Yeah.
dribbling and scoring because they know you're going to handle it.
Facts.
And they don't care how many times they give it to you. They just want to keep throwing that on you and say, hey, you take it, you take it, you take it. And you're going to.
And that's where the burnout
Mhm.
happens. But back to the girl's story, she talked about, talk about how she has been treated throughout her time at her current job.
Mhm.
And she's about to put her 2 weeks notice in because it is really affecting her mentally.
Yeah.
And the fact that we were talking about burnout in the apartment industry
Yeah.
and someone from outside of the industry relate to what we were saying
Yeah.
and actually engaged with the episode, bro, that was fire to me,
yeah.
That was fire to me. I was like, that is motivation for us to keep doing what we're doing and why we shouldn't stop doing what we're doing. And one more thing, a property manager
Mhm.
that listened to one of our episodes.
Oh yeah. Where she said that like she watched the episode and she heard that she saw that how maintenance feels and
Yeah.
that we're not valued enough.
Excuse me.
And
Mhm.
she went and made breakfast for the team.
And lunch.
Yeah, and lunch.
From watching
I
looking
thought
at
that
the
was
episode.
amazing. I thought
That was so amazing, bro. So
Yeah. We want to keep touching.
we want to keep
people like that.
And also keep having, more engagement.
Yep.
Just reach out and ask questions or
Mhm.
whatever's on your mind. Just put it in the chat and we'll definitely mention it. But those are two engagements that we had that stand out.
Right.
And
So
it is a motivational tool for me to keep going. And it also it also made me affirm my why.
Mhm.
Because anytime you're doing something, you have to know your why.
Absolutely.
And with those engagement, that is our why. That's why this is necessary.
Exactly.
And why we gotta keep doing it.
And that dovetails off of that mental health episode, the cost of pay, the pay gap, the leadership accountability, all of that went into that episode. And somebody really like from a different field felt exactly what we were talking about, because to me, like even the maintenance diaries doesn't have to totally gear to maintenance because everybody's dealing with some of the same things on their job. They're dealing with, not being recognized, not being, looked upon for a certain task, or they're being passed over for even promotions. So it's like, no matter what field you're in, we can still kind of bridge the gap between everyone in every field, because I feel like we all kind of deal with the same thing on a different level or something like that. So even just to push those boundaries for more tough conversations, like in the seasons ahead. So who do you think we need to get on, on the show to push those tough conversations ahead and kind of hear from the other side of things?
The people that we need to get on the show would be definitely maintenance technicians.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that can move the needle.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely maintenance technicians for sure. And supervisors.
Yes. Maintenance technicians, supervisors, leasing agents
Mhm.
want to have conversations with property managers.
Yep.
With regional property managers,
Correct.
owners.
Yeah.
Even people from other parts of the hospitality industry.
Well,
as well.
because even when I had a conversation with my cousin, she is CNA right now. She's going to school for nursing.
Mhm.
And she even, explained to me like she would even come on the show because she feels like they're treated poorly sometimes as well, and they're overlooked, and they have a lot of stuff on their plate, and they feel like they need to get paid a little more too also.
Yeah.
So that shows you that bridge, it extends further than just property management and maintenance. It's everyone in the hospitality field that's dealing with, someone or something, customers, people in their own homes, retirement centers, people at corporate jobs. You're dealing with someone. So I think that's beautiful. You just even hear that part of her saying like, I can be a guest on the pod and we can talk about, what they deal with, because it's not just shining light to us, not just shining light to our industry. It's shining light for everyone, to give everyone a voice so they can speak about what they need or what they feel that can change in their industry. And I think listen,
that's really dope.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, that's really dope. And the first episode that we had, we talked about, we compared maintenance technicians and nurses.
Yeah.
Right?
We really did.
Yeah, we really did. We really did, bro. So the fact that she can relate to us and she can feel our pain because our pain is her pain.
That's right.
Yeah. It is just more reason why the podcast is necessary, bro. Why it is necessary, you know what I'm saying? Like our goal collectively for the podcast is for it to reach amazing heights, right? Where it can go outside of America. It can go into the world. We can to the rest of the world, right? We having maintenance technicians and you know what I'm saying? Just to create an amazing community, right?
Right.
And this is why we need to do what we do. But even though we have those goals, one of the main thing is, I know for me for sure, and I know you definitely feel the same, I don't care about the fame. I don't care about none of that stuff. That means nothing to me, And as a musician, because a lot of people don't know, but I am a musician, I've been in rooms with celebrities that people only seen on TV, right? And I've talked to a few of them and whatnot, and they heard me play. I'm not the best player in the world, by the ways, but the fact that I have been in those rooms.
But you are good though.
Thank you. I didn't walk out of that room looking at everybody like I'm better than you now because I was in the room with this person. I was in the same room with that person, I don't care nothing about that because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. And the motive behind doing this podcast, right, is to give people like ourselves a voice, bro.
Right.
Anybody can have a podcast and anybody can come on and talk about whatever, just to get some clout or whatnot. But this is actually real work.
That's true.
This is real work because it is talking about real issues, about what people like ourselves are experiencing and what we can do collectively to change not only the narrative, bro, but to change the entire atmosphere and the way we do things and how we can be better.
That is
when we make those changes, man.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
What's one thing you learned as a host of doing this? And doing doing the podcast, and what you think that you want to do better in the following episodes coming.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. What have I learned from doing it? The podcast has allowed me to be more bold. It allowed me to be comfortable, not only in my own skin, but to be comfortable being who I am.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I've said this often. I do not like the way my voice sound or the way I speak or the way I articulate stuff sometimes, right?
Right.
And I'm always thinking of the next person who is listening and the next person who's gonna judge or whatnot. And a lot of us can say, don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. You are lying. In the back of your mind, somebody that you don't even know is living in your head rent free.
Well, it's not even the fact that I think they mean like they don't care what a random person say, but there is someone in their lives that they do care.
That's true.
About what they say about them. So I see it as that, because like me, I can go out into the world and I don't care what some people think of me. I don't. Not
Yeah.
I can give 2 cents about what they care about, what they say about me. But I do have like people that I trust and I value, and when they say things that that can potentially hurt me or something, I would care what they say. If they give me constructive criticism,
because you value that person.
Yeah, because I value that person. So it's not like people are saying like they don't care. Whoever says something, everybody has somebody that they care what they say.
That is true
about them.
That
no
is
matter
true.
what.
But I'm talking about the people that really pushing the narrative of like they act like they don't care what nobody say. I'm
Just
like,
the
you are
arrogance
lying.
of it. Yeah.
There is somebody, when I alluded to the people that you don't know,
Right.
because there are people that would, before they get dressed, right, they automatically thinking about the critics out there that don't even know them from a can of paint. They are worried about how that person is going to look at them with this outfit on or that outfit on.
Right.
And you're stressing yourself out, creating a scenario that has not even happened yet about somebody that doesn't know you from a can of paint, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those are the people that I'm alluding to as well. You know?
got
So
you.
when you say, I don't care what nobody thinks. Nah, you care what somebody thinks. And the people that you think are wasting their time to critique you, they have their own lives to live. You're not even in that person's mind.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You are not on their radar at all. So the podcast has helped me to break that. It's a form of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
To kind of break that cycle slowly and to just, be bold, be who you are.
Yeah.
This is who God made you. You can't do nothing about the way you look. You can't do nothing about the way you sound.
That's right.
None of that stuff. God made you that way, and you didn't have a choice to go and swipe on the screen like, oh man, I want to look like this and customize yourself,
That's true.
So this is who I am. And because of doing the podcast, every day now I am more proud and confident of who I am as a person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's me too.
Yeah.
Like I've never been the person that is ever in front of a camera. I don't take much pictures. I don't do a lot of speaking.
I'm the opposite. I take mad pictures.
So like this for me, this has taught me to really like kind of just be kind of an open book a little bit, because not like I'm also about to finish up film school, of course.
Yeah.
And one thing about, appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
This has taught me like to be comfortable in front of a camera, because
right.
I've had to do certain things at school as far as like recording like little short videos, recording how-to videos, and just learning certain aspects of it. And it just showed me you got to get out there. Like
have to
get out there and put it out, because no matter what, you can probably touch somebody and somebody will feel a certain way like you do. And I think that that's the most part I learned is how to put myself out there and just put my best foot forward and, present myself to the world no matter what it is.
That's a good thing. And one thing that I've noticed too, which we've all noticed, a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
with no talent, bro, some people that do things that's not in their scope,
Yeah.
in their talent scope or whatever,
Right.
they're the ones that go out there and just do it, even though they don't have the talent for it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other people that are gifted in doing that thing, and they
Right.
are afraid to do it because, once again, the imposter syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Self-doubt, having negative self-talk about, I'm not good enough, I am not this, I'm not that.
Right.
You are enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
And every day now, when I write in my planner,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I finish off with, I always write I am enough in capital letters and bold letters. I am enough. And
Okay.
that is something that I have to keep saying to myself to reaffirm myself that it is not me who made me. It is God who made me.
That part.
And he made me great because he is great.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That is facts.
So you have to reaffirm and reassure yourself that you are enough, man. You are enough.
See?
This recap is talking about
So
maintenance and motivation and therapy.
it's been a good episode, man.
Oh,
A
man.
good season, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through. Well, we're hammering through our talking points, of course, because
Mhm.
I kind of had not a structure set up, but like a certain thing. I'm on LinkedIn because previously I wanted to read this thing that I saw, but right now I can't find it. So because I wanted to get your thoughts on it, and I wanted to kind of hear. I wanted to kind of hear from you.
Yeah.
About like this situation, so we can talk about it. Because it dovetailed off of an episode that we had previously. So just give me a second and I will find it in a minute. Right here, diaries. Where's this guy at? Where's the guy?
I remember you talking about that too, bro.
Well, yeah. So, okay. Well, instead of me like just reading, I'm just going to kind of paraphrase what he said.
Or you can try to multitask too.
True. So basically, it was a gentleman where I was reading about, and he talked about like hiring, he hired a maintenance guy, and the guy said he knew how to work on chillers and work on this and work on that, and pretty much after like the first few days, he realized he wasn't he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
So his resume didn't match.
His resume didn't match up. So he fired him. And
the resume was not resumeing.
And he said like it's astonishing to him how people tend to fluff up their resumes and learning how to tell apart like who can really do what and mean by what they say and who actually can't.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about that episode, like if people are going to be talking about money, you're going to be asking for more money. You're going to be asking for, rent-free units. You have to like know what you're talking about. You have to get your skills together. You know what I'm saying? Become affluent in those skills.
Show your value and why you're worthy.
And show them your value.
Papers.
It's important as maintenance guys because our worth is as good as our skill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
true.
That's hand in hand right there.
That is true.
So I thought that was like interesting to see him say that.
Yeah, if you're still trying to pull it up, I'll touch on what you
ahead.
said.
Touch on it. I'll find it.
There are people right now in every industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only the apartment industry, but every industry. There are people that are in positions where they don't belong.
Right.
And what I have noticed in my years of being in the apartment industry,
right,
bro, there's so much politics, bro. People are being promoted to positions that they're not qualified for.
Mm-hmm.
And the real ones who are qualified for it are often being overlooked, bro.
That part.
Because because they don't know this person and that person, and they're not shaking hands and kissing babies with Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, and June. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of politics in the industry, bro. In the entire job industry, I should say, So those people who are in those positions, sometimes the people that are interviewing you, bro, don't belong in that position, but they know how to act.
That's
And
facts.
because they have a cousin or a friend or an uncle or somebody that, got some people to unlock a few doors to get them to that position, they're going to act and pretend, that they belong there. And the person they're interviewing actually belongs in their seat.
That part.
So I get what the guy was talking about, having your resume say something and it doesn't match your actions. It doesn't match what you're doing, right?
Right.
That's the reason why the 90-day probation period is really important, right? And the 90-day probation period is just a way of for you to show your skills, for you to show everything that you said on paper.
Facts.
And a lot of people not people, but the people that hire the new employees, if they say they can do this, that, or whatever, okay, you have 90 days to show me what you can do.
Yeah.
That's another thing we should do for season 2.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be scanning social media sites that people are in our industry also, and then read like what they have to say and then use those as topics as well so we can talk about it. Because I think they all dovetail off of an episode that we've done or two.
Right.
And
that's true.
And everything that we've talked about so far has come into fruition. Every single day that we
real time.
Went to work in real time.
In real time, bro. Yeah, that's, man.
So what's like some big dreams you want to do for the next season, Mike?
The big dreams. Well, I'm already living the dream of actually doing the podcast.
Yep.
We talked about it. It happened from an idea, and then we took that idea and add some action to it. Now we are looking at the fruits of our labor. So I wouldn't say big dream, but one of the big goals that I want to have for the podcast in the next season is attracting major sponsors. That's one of my big goals.
I can agree with you on that one. That's one of my big goals too, man. And also too, man, I want to see like how we can get our listeners to help us get us out there. Like I want our listeners to share, subscribe, and just spread the word.
Spread the word, and
definitely spread the word, because I think everything that we say, that we talk about, is worth mentioning, and it's all from experience. It's not just like we're on here just talking because we don't know, but we talk to people in the industry, we talk to people outside the industry, and as a whole. So I think it's something that we can get everybody in on the conversation.
Yeah, we can, bro. That's good. That's actually some good goals for season 2, man. I'm definitely excited about the guests that we will have. And the cool thing is, bro, is that like the guy we talked to today, he is willing to be a guest on the pod.
Yeah.
And we didn't ask him to, but he did it because we had the conversation with him the first time when we were talking about the idea of starting it. And he encouraged us and tell us, man, just record.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn along the way. You just look at every episode and just do self-inventory of how can I improve. And bro, it is right. So, I mean, he is right. And now he is extending his support by wanting to come on the podcast.
That's big.
Yeah, that's big.
So, everybody watching, maintenance supervisors, maintenance techs, leasing agents, property managers, regionals, property owners, even people not even in the industry. If you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to be a guest. We can talk about, things in your industry, and even just everyone lives in apartments also.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you can give us your experience also
For sure.
from, a renter's perspective and what you like to see out of your maintenance staff and what you like to see out of your property management staff. I think that's important.
It's very
So,
important.
definitely like the episodes and share and we want to hear
Sub.
from you guys. We want to hear from you guys for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking forward to for the next season. For
Yes,
season
sir.
dos.
Yes, sir. Season 2, man, I can't wait. Season 2, by the way, begins in September.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll definitely let you guys know through social media of when the first episode is going to be for season 2.
Right.
But one of the things that I'm looking forward to for like the ultimate goal is for the property owners and the managers and everybody to look at all of the episodes and just hear us out.
Yeah.
Just hear us out and give not only us but other techs and leasing agents have us sit down.
Yeah.
Listen to what this person has to say, listen to what that person has to say.
Agreed.
And let us come to a place where we can do something to improve each other's lives.
That part.
That's what I want to that's one of the things I want to do,
Exactly.
So-
And I want to talk to, regionals and property managers because,
Oh yeah, for sure.
we're here to tell our story, but we're here to tell everyone
Mhm.
else's.
Yeah.
And I want to hear from them, the things that they deal with, because there's a lot of things they deal with that we don't see.
That is true.
So I would love to
That is
hear their side of things and how they feel about certain things and, make our way up that corporate ladder till we can get to the top of the food chain and talk to, some head people up there and say, hey,
yeah.
this is what we're asking.
I want to have those
what we want.
conversations. That's true, bro.
Yeah, I just want to hear what goes on
Yeah.
on the other side.
And
so.
also
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, also it gives them a chance to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And have their employees see the humanistic side
Mhm.
of them as well.
Absolutely.
And it's gonna build trust. It's gonna build loyalty,
Mhm.
respect, and it's gonna create a great environment.
Yeah.
So you're not too big to have
Yeah.
a conversation. You're not too
Absolutely.
small to have a conversation. We are in this for everyone like ourselves.
We
man.
sure are.
Everyone.
We sure are.
Yes, sir.
So thank you guys. Definitely like, subscribe, share for the next episode, for any other episode.
Yeah.
And if you haven't caught any episodes, go back to episode 1 and
And
go
binge
ahead
it.
and watch it to 10. You can binge them now. They're all
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So definitely great to see you guys. Thank you again. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys,
Put them
man.
W's in the chat.
Yeah, man. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat.
W's, baby.
But seriously though, man, like thank y'all so much. For
Thank
real.
you. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for real.
Peace.
Deuces. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, man, bro.
Oh man.
Shout out to the Diaries.
Let's go.
Maintenance.